What is up, everyone? I'm definitely going to be one of the first people to say that I've messed up when I say I've messed up. Yeah, that being said, with this roof raise kind of going in, I definitely was rushing it a little too much. We had a storm coming in, so I was just kind of quickly welding some stuff together. Should have measured everything out a little bit more, but you know, just being nervous and excited to get this project going. I'll definitely push through it a little too quickly, and I'll kind of flip you guys around and show you what I'm talking about. But yeah, right now just going back through everything, redoing it, kind of went at it with a different plan, different mindset. So that's kind of where we're at right now. It set us back just a little bit, but you know what, I'd rather do this right the first time than you know, put it back down on the ground and the thing's crooked. All right, so originally my game plan was actually get the four corners. So this one on the front passenger, driver's side secured and in place, along with these members in the back. That was kind of the first thing. For me, they felt the most structural and kind of the most important. So yeah, that one right there, I just got it tacked in place pretty quick, along with that side. And yeah. Some of the first things I actually put in were these columns right here, there, and let's see, that one and that one. So those are all the way welded in place, along with the jacks. So yeah, with that storm kind of coming in, I got a little nervous and I just wanted to get it done quickly. But come to find out, you know, I didn't do the absolute best of jobs because, let's see, back here, I was trying to, you know, even them out and make them right. So for some reason, the measurement came out to be 7 3/4 on both, on how much it actually moved up. So I was pretty cool with that, and didn't really think about it too much. But the roof was actually arching down just a little bit. So these are perfectly at 68. Both of these in the middle on both sides. So yeah, I thought I was in the clear, I thought I was good. Same thing on these. I was going for a gap of 7 3/4 right here and there. But when I take the overall measurement, it's like 68.5 on this side, and then it's a little under 68 on this side. So I definitely didn't get it squared up. I thought I was doing pretty good, but then I started taking measurements and I wasn't exactly happy. So after that, I started working on, I noticed that was kind of giving me issues, and that's probably why the frame was twisting up a little bit. So then I started measuring from here, going across, doing diagonal measurements, and they're coming out to be 116, give or take, not much, but I'm pretty happy with it. It's pretty squared up. I just know that the ends drooped a little bit more than I thought. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna cut these back out, and I'll raise it up just a little bit more just to make sure we're good. And I might even throw another column in right here just to make sure everything is squared up good and at the same measurement. It's just been it's been something else. Also, another thing that we're having to deal with, I think they come from the factory. Let me see if I can see one. So if you look right there, the walls kind of cave in a little bit. I'm not exactly sure why they do that, but since I'm replacing them all, I'm kind of getting rid of that curve. Yeah, that's just kind of where I'm at with that. I don't really see the point in keeping the curve if it's really necessary. Yeah, so I'm just doing the straight pipes, just like that. I think it's going to be a little bit more structurally stable. I don't think that curve is going to cost me too much visually. But yeah, that's just where I'm at right now. So yeah, I'm actually redoing all these. I'll put all these in just right there, and that one, and that one. Right now they're just placed in place. I haven't actually welded them. I'm currently working on this piece right here. So yeah, you can kind of see I've got it pretty much tacked in. I got it going all the way down to the stainless steel bottom, and I'm gonna show you right here. So I actually had to cut these reliefs so that this stayed straight, And then once we got to this part, just past that window, it starts leaning in. Just because the back and front, that's exactly how they're built. So I got to kind of accommodate for that. I don't know what it's going to look like on the sheet metal, but I think we're going to be okay. This side isn't as big of a deal. So I actually have the intake is over here. So I can't cut and go all the way down to the frame. So I'm kind of having to go off of where the window seal, that horizontal was. So yeah, I'm gonna clamp that together, make sure it's nice and squared and even, then I'll weld it in place. Obviously these aren't the same. This is gonna protrude just a little bit. I'll show you on this side. Yeah, you can kind of see right there, it just doesn't quite line up exactly right. So what I'm doing is just lining up the outside, making sure everything's flush on that. I have definitely got to get some more clamps, but other than that, I'm pretty happy. I got everything clamped in place right now, except for that's just holding on. So tomorrow I'm just going to come in and I'm going to weld it all back together. Right now I'm just working on the back end just because, as you can see behind me, I have the cover. I don't feel like taking it all the way off, so I just unrolled it halfway and I'm just working on the back end until I'm pretty happy. I'm going to tack everything in place, keep doing those diagonal cuts, making sure that I come out to 1/16 our measurements. Yeah, I'm going to keep measuring it. That way I know it's actually square. As far as leveling out the bus, I'm not on the levelest of grounds, but I have it blocked up. The frame's definitely like doing something a little funky on me, but I'm not extremely worried about that since this is such a long bus. It'll be okay. Hey, bud. So yeah, that's pretty much where we're at right now. Just gonna kind of tack everything in place, make sure we're actually squared up. I'm not using any kind of levels. I'm actually using squares to make sure everything's 90, 45 degrees. Everything is actually right, I guess that's what I'm going for, because there's a chance that the bus isn't 100% level. I use those, whatever that little weight is on the string. I forget what they're called. Use those, but I just mess with like the level of the bus so much that I don't feel like they're 100% accurate anymore. So I'm just gonna keep kind of trucking along, and hopefully when I put it back down, it's actually straight. So stay tuned. Yeah, we could be continuing on to the interior, or I could be throwing it away. Who knows?